Hey guys, just wanted to show you what I got going on for my aquarium substrate. So I'm doing a soil tank, just means I'm using regular old potting soil instead of buying the more fancy soils that have kind of been pre-processed. And hopefully I'll get more micronutrients from that, plus it's just kind of cheaper. People have had a fair amount of success with that method, so that's what I'm going with. And basically it's potting soil that I had in one of my pots, which is kind of some garden soil mixed in with some peat moss that was sitting in the pot for a while with the basil. And I kind of sifted it out, although, so that's the bigger stuff in that pot right there, and then kind of sift it out over here. I don't know if you need to sift it out. I guess maybe any floaties will get removed easier that way. Yeah, and then I've had some clay pots that have broken over the years, and I've just put them in here in case I need extra drainage for stuff, and so I just kind of smashed those up with a hammer. Because the red clay has extra iron, and then clay in general has a high cation exchange capacity. That just means that it can hold extra nutrients that are in the soil and release those to the plants when those nutrient levels get lower. And then I got some cat litter that also is basically just a type of clay. This is the all-natural, unscented type of cat litter. So I mixed that in, again, to add to that cation exchange capacity and pH buffering. And then right here I've got some sifted oil dry. You can also use the Safety Zorb from Farm and Fleet. They're basically the exact same thing. What that is some more clay again, but this kind of stays as larger chunks more, as the cat litter kind of, when you mix it with water, it gets real soft. The oil dry stays as a chunk a little bit more. And so I'm just going to use that to kind of put a cap on top of the soil so that the fish, and if I have to do anything with the plants, it doesn't kind of bring that soil up and kind of cloud the tank. That'll be kind of a first layer cap, and then on top of that I'm going to do some sand. Some people do their whole tank with just the clay. I think this will have a bit more nutrients to it, micronutrients especially. And then I'm adding in, this is basically just a slow release fertilizer that I've had for a long time, and just kind of add in about like a cup of it or something. It's just kind of eyeballing it. So that's pretty much it. Pretty simple thing to do. Hardest part was really breaking apart the pot chunks into a fine dust. But yeah, easy thing to do yourself.